Hey guys, welcome back to the Dave Schaedel Show. This week is Hamlet. So, who better to bring in than the star female, Christina Yasi? We'll find out what part she's playing and more about the show when we interview her. But before that, Rocco and I went out and we interviewed some of the students about what they thought Hamlet was and how excited they were about the artist series itself. So, let's go to Dave and Busted right now. Hamlet. Not everyone really knows what it's about. Can you give me a 5-6 second summary of the story?
Basically...
Just give me the highlights.
Okay, it's about a guy who he thinks that he knows who murdered his father and...
That's the worst.
I know, isn't it? And the guy who he thinks murdered his dad is his uncle, who's his dad's brother, and who happens to be married to his mom.
There's some random guy who says
dude.
to be or not to be, and I think he wants to die or something.
Something
and
about
then
death.
everyone dies. That's what
The
happens.
death motif.
Yeah.
Someone dying?
Someone dying.
I always like Richard III because it was like political, and this guy was power hungry, and it's all
politics.
dark and awesome.
So that's like you. It's
Yeah,
kinda
basically
your
like
life
me.
story.
Basically, I identify with Richard III.
Least favorite? Probably Richard III because it's just
Really?
like really like dark and deep.
So if you could take any professor to commentate on the play while you watched it, who would it be and
Miss
why?
Naylor.
Why
she's
Miss
in it.
Naylor? So she would just be like down there yelling out stuff to you like, hey, Alton.
Did you have like an earpiece telling me everything?
So she's like in between lines. If you were planning his party, celebrating his life, I guess, because people don't usually celebrate death normally, what would you do in an ideal world?
I like movie marathons, so it would probably be cool to do like a play marathon. So all
Holy
of
cow.
his plays in a row.
I mean, obviously, we'd all have to wear like medieval clothing and,
Medieval garb.
and serve cheese and crackers and bread.
Made in the
tradition
medieval
food.
medieval fashion.
Okay, for some odd reason, I'm thinking about balloons shaped like his head. T-shirt cannon.
A t-shirt cannon?
But instead of T-shirts, we shoot cake.
Hamlet is coming up this week, and if you're like me, you don't know a lot about Shakespeare. So, I brought in Christina Yasi to tell us all about Shakespeare. She's playing the role of Ophelia. Thanks so much for being with us, Christina. Now, what character are you playing in upcoming Hamlet?
I am Ophelia, which is the love interest of Hamlet.
The love interest. So how does it feel to be the big Shakespeare romantic?
It's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure?
And it's exhausting, but it's so much fun and it's so rewarding. So it's been quite a process.
So, not a lot of people know the whole story of Shakespeare and Hamlet. So don't give us the whole story about Shakespeare, but give us like a 30-second pitch on Hamlet.
It is about a man whose father dies and his uncle
Sounds like a
marries
great
his
start.
mom. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's great. So there's a lot of strange relationships.
Familial tension.
And lots of familial tension. You think your Thanksgiving dinners are awkward. If I were going to see the show and I didn't know anything about it,
Yeah.
I would definitely do a little bit of research. I know that's the last thing anyone wants to do as, college students toward the end of a semester.
It's not like we have classes or
or
anything.
projects due or
No.
anything new. But you will definitely get a whole lot more out of it if you at least know a general synopsis. It takes about as much time as scrolling through your Twitter feed, and then you'll enjoy the show.
Okay.
And not just be
Are
bored.
you guys doing a smart performance this year?
We are. It will be on April 21st, which is a Thursday. It's
Okay.
our first performance.
And is that the one where you show up early and you guys are they doing it before or after? I know sometimes they do.
I actually don't know, to be
Okay.
completely honest. The cast has been given very little information on
I
that
got
whole
you.
process.
But Thursday there is a smart
yes.
performance that'll break it down a little bit more, talk
Yes.
about themes and motifs and
Exactly,
all that jazz.
all the literary fun stuff.
All right, so if you had to give it like 3 phrases or words and you were just like selling the
Oh, man.
elevator pitch, like what are the 3 best features of this upcoming Hamlet play?
It is big, it's intense, and there's a lot going on.
Okay.
So buckle
We've
up.
got a big, intense, and exciting ride ahead.
Yes.
All right,
there
well,
you
I'm
go.
pumped for it. So thanks so much for coming in and
Thank you
pitching
for
it to
having
us.
me, absolutely.
Well, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, WBJU Campus Media. Maybe look at our Instagram, The Dave Schaedel Show. And make sure you guys go to Hamlet. It's supposed to be a stellar show.